Stop number 14 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Dover Downs International Speedway. It's the running of the FedEx 400 as we're set for 60 laps of action on this 1 mile high bank racetrack. They're affectionately or hatingly referred to as the Monster Mile. There should be an interesting race here today. On the pole we have Keith Batson in car 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. It's his first pole I think of the season. He's alongside number 52 Seth Cole in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. Second row is Levi McIntyre in 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Joshua Osborne in car 31, the Mom and Pops Chevrolet. Third row sees Zach Rogers, two-time winner this season so far in the Skull Classic Oldsmobile. Alongside of him, Jay Jefferson in car number 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac. Going to the fourth row, we see Phil Parker in car number 5, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and number 42, Kyle Matthews in the Mello Pontiac, excuse me. Kyle has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event here. Going to the fourth row, we see number 22, Dylan Poteet in the Maxwell House Ford. He'll be alongside car 68. It is Kev Shearer. Kev has our second in-car camera. Next row down sees Ryan George in number 14 and number 3, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Cole has a win this season at Rockingham. Next row sees car 26, Matt McIntyre in the Quaker State Ford. He'll be alongside car number 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Matt's a two-timer this season so far, as is the driver of the number 9 Coors Light Ford. It's Jessica Shelton. She's also a two-timer this season. She'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater in car 29, the Hardee's Pontiac. Next row sees number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Chevrolet, and number 98, Gene Sanford. Next row sees Christian Russell in number 7. He'll be alongside number 27. It is Kat Batson. Kat won this season at Darlington. Next row sees Laura Chung in 75, and number 10, it is Paul Minnick. Next row sees Nathan Orm in the Valvoline Ford. Car number 6 will be alongside number 83, Alex Miller in the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Oldsmobile. Next row is number 15, the Motorcraft Ford of Jackson Haywood. He'll be alongside number 66, Ryan Brommer, who shocked them all in a Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte this season. He won that event for his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory in the Trop Arctic Ford. Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Ford, car number 66. Try saying that twice. Next row is car number 12, Rob Evans in the Red Business Buick. He'll be alongside car number 71, Henry Sanford. Rob won this season at Texas. Next row is Mike Becker in 43 and number 25, Benjamin Miles. Next row is our third in-car camera that's being carried by Quentin Moore in the Citgo Ford, car 21. He'll be alongside Jacob Thibodeau in 33, the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. Next row is Nathan Hudson in 55 and Johnny Gardner, the winner of the season at Bristol, in car number 8. Next row is Jesse Turner in 94 and number 18, Matt Haas. The next row sees car number 20, Mitchell Collins in the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, and number 90, the Halleck Myers Ford of Jordan Anderson. Next row down sees the winner at Atlanta this season, Charles Sanford, coming from way out back in the DuPont Chevrolet, car number 24. He's alongside Adam Garcia in car number 11 in the Budweiser Ford, and he'll be starting shotgun. He'll be car number 70, the Suns Medford Speed Rumpel Furniture Pontiac of Wade Brummer, car number 70. So the field of 41 awaiting the word to start the engines, which will be about in a few seconds from now here to get the FedEx 400 underway here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Here comes the command to fire them up. The thunder of 41 cars come to life here at Dover Downs International Speedway here as we'll get set for racing here in the Monster Mile. As the field rolls off, we'll be back for the start right after this. Pace car's about to make the entrance on the pit road here as the field comes off corner number 4. Keith Batson and Seth Cole lead him down to the green flag here. 1 mile racetrack banked at 24 degrees here as the field comes off turn number 4. Looking for a green flag, and they did it. We're racing at Dover. There's a couple places on this track that can be troublesome for everybody on this track here. Especially right here at turn number 4. See what happens here off this fourth corner. They get sideways here. As Zach Rogers tries to go up underneath Levi McIntyre. Keith Batson leads the first lap of this race here. 2 and 4 is usually your trouble spots here on this racetrack without question. And yet these guys don't care. They're making it 3 wide, about maybe a couple of rows deep here. And that is a very sketchy move here at Dover Downs International Speedway. They come out turn number 4. Contact between Jackson Haywood and Rob Evans. You saw there in the back of the 12 and the 15 cars. Oh my gosh, this is almost too much here. Look at this, guys. Seth Cole caught up on the high side here as several cars try to dive low in the track here to try to gain some positions here. Osborne and Matthews got darn close there. So did the 26 car of Matt McIntyre. Inside with Kev Shear in car number 68 in the Country Time Oldsmobile. Kev was clocked 13th the last time by here as you see several cars getting trying to get free of this whole eye of the storm here. And we got problems in turn number 3, looks like. Ryan Brommer's involved. Henry Sanford involved. There's Alex Miller and Cat Batson. The 83 and 27 cars involved. This is happening in turns 3 and 4. On lap number 5 here at Dover. Mitchell Collins, I don't know if he got any damage from that crash from that whole deal or not, though. We'll see. He apparently had a problem. He apparently had a problem that put him a lap down or so before this whole thing happened. Now there's where the whole thing happened right here. It looked to me like they were almost 4 wide right there. Adam Garcia pushes Henry Sanford right into Ryan Brommer's car. Brommer. Now see Garcia got into the wall right there, but he manages to save his car. And right there is where Sanford and Miller and Batson was all wrecking already here. Brommer takes a straight shot into the wall in turn number 3. That's one way he didn't get any hood damage on number 66 Trop Arctic Ford. Meantime, here's the wreck that took this first bunch out here. There's where the 71, 83, and the 27 were already crashing right here. Henry Sanford and Alex Miller doing a little Kurt Busch, Ricky Craven right there, but still, there's where 66 shot right into the wall hard in turn number 3. That is a bad hit for these 4 cars here. But for Garcia and Sanford, they're still in it, as is Cat Batson and Ryan Brommer. Brommer, of course, now sans hood on that Trop Arctic Ford. Looks almost like a modified car almost. And also, Alex Miller also returned to the track right now as well, too, in the 83 machine. As there he is, the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Ford, or Chevrolet, Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Oldsmobile, excuse me, on that car. So, Mitchell Collins and Ryan Brommer will be the 2 cars. We'll start on the inside. Lap cars can be quite a hindrance here as we discussed so often before in this series. There, lap cars can be more of a hindrance than they are help, as far as maybe getting in the way or not here. Keith Batson's your leader. Second is Zach Rogers. Dylan Poteet's third. Fourth is Ryan George. Matt McIntyre's fifth, and it's Phil Parker. Levi McIntyre is running in 7th position, going 8th. Will be Jessica Shelton. 9th will be William Brock, and Kyle Matthews runs 10th as the green flag flies. We're back underway on lap number 10. McIntyre and Parker, and actually both the McIntyres and Phil Parker both got away at the lap car right there. Ryan George goes up to the high side. Jessica Shelton caught up behind Brommer, and here they go into turn number 1, and whoa! And now Ryan George caught behind Ryan Brommer now. This 1466 cars. We're going to keep an eye on this whole deal right here, because this may cause a bit of a mess here going through turns 3 and 4 here. Brommer gets off the wall, and Jacob Thibodeau gets caught behind him, as is Benjamin Miles and Johnny Gardner. Matt Haas goes by. Henry Samper goes by. Here comes Adam Garcia in the 11 and the 83 of Alex Miller. 3 wide. They're going through the 3rd and 4th turns, like we mentioned. So it's a bit of a sketchy move here, but in this early going in this race here, and Porto Benjamin Miles is now still caught behind the 66 car, and he is. I think Benjamin's being trolled by Ryan Brommer, I think. He's just slowing the 25. The 66 is just slowing the 25 up here pretty good here. Now Benjamin finally forces on. I'm sure probably gives the 66 car the finger too. I'm sure. Meantime, Mitchell Collins has now gotten around the 28 car Keith Benson in there, and Mitchell's back on the lead lap. If we can get a caution flag, or if he can catch a caution and stay ahead of the 28 car. Mitchell is just now 1 lap down. He was 2 laps down, I should say, before the yellow flag put in, and now Keith's going to put him a 2nd lap down. Dylan Potte's now gotten around Zach Rogers for 2nd place now. Pote is not won in a long time. He's the man who was the first ever champion in the Castrol GTX Cup Series way back in Season 1. He gets caught behind Collins, and now Zach Rogers goes down underneath, and Rogers will try to take 2nd position away. Pote's in 3rd position. 4th is still Parker. Levi McIntyre, or should I say Matt McIntyre, excuse me, in 26th. He's in 5th. Levi's in 6th position, and William Brock is in 7th. And Christian Russell in the number 7 car is running in 8th position right now, as he and Joshua Osborne battling out for 8th spot. And Laura Chung right now running in 10th place right now in the 75 machine, with Cole Deaver running 11th here, and Dylan Young, Kyle Matthews in the 42 car, and Quentin Moore, who started this race way back in the back, is already up to 14th position in the Citgo Ford. You're riding on board with Quentin Moore. Following behind, Kyle Matthews in the 42, the Mello Pontiac, the winner of the Winston All-Star Race at Charlotte. Both those drivers looking for first wins this season. It may will it happen today or not? We'll find out. And we still got there'll be 41 laps remaining this time by. So a little bit of racing left to go here at the Dover Downs International Speedway here. See Quentin right down the bottom of the racetrack here on the Citgo Ford as he goes into turn number 1 once again. 155 miles an hour come out in the middle of 1 and 2. And up to 169 miles an hour into turn number 3. And then he's catching a sniff of the draft off of the 42 machine. Goes into turn number 1 near 168 miles an hour now this time by. So pushing 170 going into turn number 1 on this racetrack here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Lap speeds here just topping 165 miles per hour around this racetrack. Very, very fast for a 1-mile racetrack here as Kyle Matthews now goes inside of Dylan Young. Matthews will follow Cole Deaver in 3 car here. Deaver's taken position from Laura Chung. That was for 10th. So Deaver moving the Dale Earnhardt cars up through the field right now as they come off turn number 2. Meantime, Dylan Putzey's leading and here having problems in turn number on the first stretch. Matt McIntyre's turned around. Levi McIntyre's involved. Cole Deaver gets rear-ended by Kyle Matthews. And Mitchell Collins could not able to get around Dylan Poteet. And oh, slow down here, guys! You got cars all over the place. As this big crash happening at the completion of lap number 22. Dylan Poteet just taking the lead here. Ryan Brommer, they caught him again. Keith Batson turns him around right there. He gets into McIntyre's car. Sends Brommer into McIntyre and Batson both. Since the 26 car is spinning, then they both go right into Levi McIntyre's car. Watch the 26 car. He goes right in. Now McIntyre actually loses it right there. Levi, that is, trying to avoid chaos. Keith goes around. Bieber hits Levi's car and then gets rear-ended by Kyle Matthews. Phil Parker in the 5 car also involved. Keith Batson, who was leading a couple of laps ago, now he has spun. Boy. And Levi giving Matt a little bit of a tap as if to say, "You okay? Need something to drink or something? I don't know what." And Zachary Fitzwater gets tapped from behind by Quentin Moore in the 21 car. And Charles Semper, he goes right into Matt McIntyre and sends him right into Mike Becker, and it causes this holocaust to happen. Now that's something. I think that's where Phil Parker crashed right here, as he and Mike Becker got into it right there, and that sent that bunch into each other. Whoo! Field goal, 3 points for Nathan Hudson. He squeezes between the 43 and the 28 cars. Same with the 94 Jesse Turner. He also squeezed through. So 2 crashes happened there. First with with Ryan Brommer getting in the Keith Batson, and then this deal here with Matt McIntyre and Charles Sampler getting tangled up with each other. Well, Charles has started this race 39th. He's at the 13th position right now. Matt McIntyre, a little scrape on the green Quaker State 26. He's running in 12th at this moment. So caution number 2 happening here, about to wrap up here at Dover Downs International Speedway here, as we got 3 cars, now 3 cars on the inside, 4 cars make that, of Mitchell Collins, Ryan Brommer, Gene Sanford, and Johnny Gardner. Those 4 cars are not on the lead lap. Collins right now is a lap down, or 2 laps down, I should say. He's in 38th position. Brommer's 39th, Gene Sanford's 40th, or Gene Sanford's 36th, and Johnny Gardner's 37th right now. So set the field for you here. Dylan Poteet, your leader. Zach Rogers is second. Laura Chung in 75 cars up to 3rd position. She got through this crash, probably picked up a lot of spots that are going through that crash than anybody else. Joshua Osborne is at the 4th position, and 5th is Dylan Poteet. Fifth is Dylan Young. Christian Russell is in 6th position. 7th is Cole Bieber. 8th is William Brock. 9th, Jackson Haywood. And Jay Jefferson runs in 10th position as the green flag flies. Once again, we're back underway here at Dover. And Cole Bieber did not get off to a good start at all here. He's got a little bit of rear end damage again on that number 3 Goodwrench Chevy. And they're passing him left and right here. As you see, Matt McIntyre now follows him, as well as Cab Sheeran in 68. Keep an eye on this bunch right there, as you see Ryan Brommer trolling everybody on that low side of the track here. No Hood as well on the number 42 of Kyle Matthews. He apparently was in that crash in some way, shape, or form. There you see Ryan George, a little bit of damage to that number 14 Kellogg's Cornflake Chevy. Looks like a 160-mile-an-hour pace lap happening here in this pack of cars there at Dover, as Ryan Brommer still not letting anybody get by him right there. Johnny Gardner on the high side there as he and Cole Deaver try to break free from this holocaust that's happening right now. Matt McIntyre trying to do the same in the 26 car. Brommer now pulls ahead of him. So now Deaver, Gardner, and Matt McIntyre, they have all gotten by. Gene Samber's gotten by as well, too, in the 36 in the 98 car. She's 36 right now. Deaver's in 8th position. Matt McIntyre's running 9th, and 10th is Ryan George. He's gotten by Kev Shearer. Now Ryan George, damage and all in that 14 car. He is up. He's making a 3 wide now between he and the 26 and the 3 cars. Nathan Hudson's now broke free. So is Jesse Turner in the 20 and the 94 car. And they're 3 wide. Kyle Matthews, even with damage, is now up in the top 15 now. Boy, cars strewn all over the track here at Dover, and boy, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen, or something's going to happen? I can feel it in my stomach. Something's going to happen here. And just as I say that, boy, that was inevitable, wasn't it? Keith Batson involved, so is Henry Simmer and Paul Mennick in the 10 car. Meantime, Zach Rogers has taken the lead from Dylan with Dylan Young second and Poteet running third. Keith Batson really PO'd, I would imagine, too. He's probably thinking, what else can go? And just as I was about getting ready to ask what else can go wrong, he crashes right in the Levi McIntyre in the 17. McIntyre apparently drove right in the Batson. He's apparently not happy with Keith over something. I was saying Keith was PO'd before this happened. I say he's really. I say if his emotions were attacked on, he'd be up to about 10,000 RPMs right now. Well, looking as to what happened there, this is what lap traffic can do to you, by the way, too, as Brommer was holding up everybody. 3 wide Rio Steep, and you do not do that at Dover at all. It's, as we mentioned, very sketchy a lot of times. Well, this could be the end result right here. Dire straits easily. Jefferson got squeezed up in the wall, too. The 71, the 10 cars crash right there. Here comes Henry Simmer. He crashes right into Keith Batson's car, turns him around. And watch Alex Miller. Whew! 83 car. He barely got through. Heads up driven by both Cat Batson and Mike Becker, the 27 and 43 cars. They both made it through as well. So the 10 car, Paul Mennick is sitting on pit road right now, obviously. So 2 cars out of the race so far. It's the 25 and the 11, Benjamin Miles and Adam Garcia. Adam Garcia vocally not happy with this season right now in the number 11 car, especially after finishing second in the Daytona 500 this season. 34 cars are on the lead lap. Keith Batson somehow remaining on the lead lap. But the cars on the inside there, Mitchell Collins, he's 2 laps down in 37th. Gene Sanford is 1 lap down in 35th. Johnny Gardner is 36th. Those 2 are battling for position, the 35th and Sanford and Gardner. Ryan Brommer and Paul Mennick both 2 laps down as well, as they will be battling with Mitchell Collins. Collins, I'm sure, is going to get away easily because he and Sanford both have very clean race cars right now out of this bunch here. Zach Rogers is your leader. Second is Dylan Young. Third is Dylan Poteet. So the Dylans are right there together. Fourth is Joshua Osborne. Laura Chung runs 5th at this point here. 6th position right now is Christian Russell. Then William Brock is 7th. Ryan George 8th. 9th is Nathan Hudson. And Jesse Turner runs 10th as the green flag back out. We're back underway on lap number 40. On lap number 39 here at Dover. Mitchell Collins has been trying all this long to try to get one of his laps back. And at 20 cars, they go into turn number 3, excuse me. Poteet caught behind him. Let's see if he can push Collins up by the one car, Zach Rogers. They come off turn number 4. That was close between those two right there at the line. And again, Ryan Brummer and Paul Minnick, they are leading the troll pack here. Well, trolling the pack, I should say. Hudson goes by, Nathan Orman goes by, Kyle Matthews in 42 goes by, Matt McIntyre, Seth Cole, Jessica Shelton, all right there behind. Meantime, Mitchell Collins goes by, takes the lead, here is now ahead of Dylan Poteet. Here, Mitchell hoping he can catch a caution flag to get himself one of those laps back there, but Poteet's got a strong car in that 22 car as he's leading this pack here with Rogers in second position. Osborne at the 3rd spot now in the number 31 car, by the way. And here comes Christian Russell in the 7 car there. He is in the number 7, Xerox Sandy Freeze Ford. Let's see what that puts Russell. I think that puts him at the top 5. Yes, it does. He's at the 5th position. He goes underneath Dylan Young for 4th position. Can Christian Russell pull off an upset here today? About to find out here, as he's got a plenty fast car in number 7 Xerox machine, as he may take the quickie cars possibly to surprise run, let alone maybe a surprise win possibly. He is coming too. He's right there behind Osborne for they're trying to push him at the 2nd place now. And Elba's going to need Zach Rogers for 3rd spot now. And this pack of cars has pulling away from the I see right there, several cars have gotten by the lap car of Ryan Brummer without any problems this time. As you got 2 of the cars without front ends right there, Kyle Matthews and Zachary Fitzwater battling out for position here, the 42 and 29 cars. $15 laps to go here at Dover. Dylan Poteet leads. He has not won in a long time. Christian Russell has not won ever. And the yellow flag has flown for the 3rd time here today. And it's Ryan Brummer, 66 car, who has crashed. What a shock. So Brummer has gone from Furia of winning at Dover, or winning at Charlotte, I should say, to an absolute crappy day at Dover Downs National Speedway. Charles Sanford's involved too in the 24 car. Actually, it wasn't Brummer who caused the crash here. Let's see what it was here. Charles Sanford got up against the 70 car of Wade Brummer. See what happened right here. Charles drives up into the 70 car, turns, doing a little Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch, Darlington deal right there. And Brummer drives Sanford, oh my goodness, into the wall hard. Cat Batson gets involved in the 27 car to McDonald's car. Keith just barely missed. Here comes Ryan Brummer. Ooh. Congratulations, Ryan. Congratulations, Ryan. You just took yourself right out of the race. So race is now down to the final. Will be down to the final 10 laps when this race restarts. Here we'll be on lap number 51 when this race restarts. We are about to complete the 50th lap here. Dylan Poteet is your leader here, and here he has not won a race in a long time here. One of the all-time win leaders in this series here. Christian Russell, though, we've seen him. He's got a very fast car in a number 7 Xerox antifreeze machine. Can he get his first win here today? He's got some heavy hitters behind him here, and someone who's got some incentive to win, too. Joshua Osborne in 31, Dylan Young in the 2, William Brock in the 4. He's not won in a long time. Zach Rogers trying to become the first driver to win 3 races this season. He's looking for his 3rd win this season. He's in 6th position. Laura Chung, who likewise for Christian Russell, is also looking for her first win. She's in 7th. Ryan George is in 8th. Mitchell Collins is not on the lead lap. He's in 36th position. Jesse Turner's 9th. And 10th is Nathan Hudson as the green flag flies. Back underway here with now 10 laps remaining here at Dover. See if we can have a 10-lap green flag dash to the finish. Dylan, here comes Osborne to the low side in car 31. Up the 3rd spot. He's up the 2nd position, I should say now. Party swirl for Christian Russell as he's now caught up in the high side. Here comes Osborne, left side of Poteet. He moves him up the track. And Osborne takes the lead in car number 31. He's side by side with Poteet. Here they come to the line. That was close to the line. It's Osborne who led that lap. And Zach Rogers caught up in the high side of between him, Jesse Turner, William Brock. Turner makes it 3 wide in turn number 3. Gutsy move by the Sunoco team. Nathan Hudson and Seth Cole gets each other a little bit of a tap right there. Here to go into turn number 1. Seth Cole moves his way up a couple of positions here, or tries to. Jessica Shelton tries to follow suit in the number 9 car in the Coors Light machine. She's gotten by Rogers. Now she's got Mitchell Collins pushing her. Again, the 20 is not on the lead lap. He's 2 laps down in this race. 6 laps remaining here. Dylan, as the Dylans battle it out, Young and Poteet. And here comes the Jesse Turner in the 94 car. Turner's got a fast car in that number 94 car. He's trying to make a run for it here. Osborne still leads Christian Russell right there behind the 2nd position here. He's had some superb runs this season, starting off with the Daytona 500 when he finished 5th in that race. He since had good runs at Bristol, Talladega, and Charlotte. Dylan Young, though, he dives low. Christian Russell slams the door in his face here, and now Shelton, meantime, goes inside of Seth Cole for position here. There she is in the 9 car. Up to the top 10 now. We haven't talked much about her in this race here, but she is right there in this field. Jesse Turner now getting passed by Dylan Poteet now. 3 laps remaining. Joshua Osborne trying to hold them all off in car 31, looking for his first victory of the season. Christian Russell again looking for his first victory ever in this series. Off turn number 4 they come. 2 laps remaining. Margin was 1,500 the last time by here. Russell's right there. Up on the back bumper of the 31 car. Chevy versus Ford. Off turn number 4 they come. It'll be the white flag this time by. Lap car up ahead here. Christian Russell looks to the low side of Osborne for the lead. Lap car ahead. Wade Brummer to 70 car. What's he going to do to Osborne? They go through the turns 3 and 4 right now. Off turn number 4. Russell tries to close up down low. Let's see what happens off turn number 4. Russell looks low. Not going to happen. Joshua Osborne wins the FedEx 400 at Dover. A little bit of an anticlimactic finish in some ways too, because they all got caught because they all followed the lap car to the start-finish line. So But nonetheless, though, works to Osborne's advantage here as he takes the victory here. Dover here. I actually must say for Joshua, it kind of worked out pretty good for him because had he got caught behind the 70 car and they all been to the high side, Russell would have stuck low in the number 7 car. Boy, that might have been interesting to the line if that would have been the case. But for Christian Russell, an excellent day, however, nonetheless. So he comes in second in today's event here. So a great run, and I think it's also his best career finish this season in Series 2. Margin of victory 84 thousandths of a second. Their average speed 101.6 miles per hour. As Joshua Osborne victorious here today at Dover Downs International Speedway, as he has tamed the monster here today for the first of his races on the monster, I should say. So we'll be heading back here later on for the Peak Industries 400. Christian Russell comes home second, Dylan Young third, Dylan Poteet fourth, Jesse Turner comes home fifth, Nathan Hudson sixth, Jessica Shelton comes home seventh, eighth will go to Seth Cole, ninth to William Brock, and Ryan George, damage and all, ends up finishing in 10th position. Nathan Ormond with a good run, finishing 11th. 12th will go to Rob Evans, matching his car number. Jackson Haywood 13th, Zach Rogers 14th, Laura Chung, who was up in the top as high as the top 3. She ends up finishing 15th, though. Not what she wanted, I'm sure, but Matt McIntyre 16th, then 17th will go to Phil Parker, Jay Jefferson 18th, Mike Becker 19th, and Matt Haas comes home in 20th. Jordan Anderson 21st, and Jacob Thibodeau 22nd, Kyle Matthews 23rd. His dismal run part continues there. He's actually outside of the top 10 in points, believe it or not. Hopes to get it all back in the second half of the season, I'm sure, for him, as I'm sure they'll probably regroup for the next race in the tour at Riverside. Kev Shearer 24th, Henry Sanford 25th, Zachary Fitzwater 26th, Keith Batson. I don't know how Batson ends up still on the lead lap, finishing 27th in today's race. As many crashes he's been in today. Alex Miller 28th, Cole Deaver, tough break for him, ends up 29th. Quentin Moore ends up 30th, and Levi McIntyre was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 31st position. Cars a lap or more down here. Kat Batson, Gene Sanford, Johnny Gardner, Wade Brummer, and Mitchell Collins, and Paul Minnick. Those cars did not finish on the lead lap here, and of course for Johnny Gardner, that's going to suck for him as far as points are concerned too. Finishing down in 34th position, cars out of the race. Charles Sanford, that's going to hurt him a bit too in the points. Ryan Brommer, Benjamin Miles, who came in actually second in points behind Shelton by 4 points coming in, and he gets involved in the crash too. And Adam Garcia was the last place finisher in today's event. But a big win for Joshua Osborne, his first victory of the season as he captures the FedEx 400 here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel here on YouTube. And also, we got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole desires for his channel. And be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series on his channel too. As series in full swing. And you will not regret checking those races out neither. And I'm sure Seth, and I know Seth does his races a whole lot better than I do because he's been doing it a little bit longer than I have, I think. But anyway, that will do it here today at Dover. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Off-road racing at its best. We will see you on the twisty, turny roads of Riverside.